Some people want governments to simply keep oil in the ground. Well, what would that mean for a classroom? Today, we've got an expert who's going to give us a quick lesson. Karen Chong is a former geophysicist, and now Karen's a teacher. So Karen, thanks for the lesson today.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
So what would it mean if we kept oil in the ground? How would classrooms be affected?
Well, Colin, I think you'd be surprised at how much it would impact a classroom. So from the pens that students use, to the whiteboard markers us teachers use every day, to the garbage cans and recycling bins that are in every classroom, every hallway, to even these cords on this projector, these are all petroleum products.
Okay, Karen, so let's go back to the pens and the whiteboard markers. If we stop using those, what if we just use crayons?
Have some bad news, Colin. Even then, we are using petroleum products.
Okay, so what if we go fully digital and we just use laptops and iPads and students can take their notes that way?
Well, while that's a good idea, you have to realize, like this projector, the casings on all of our electronics, the stuff holding the components inside, those are plastics which are also derived from petroleum.
Okay, so what if we go back to the Flintstones era and students take their notes using stone tablets? Can we use that, or is there oil in those?
Stone is fine. Unfortunately, where are we getting these stone tablets from? They're probably going to have to get trucked here, and we're using oil and gas even then.
Okay, so we'll get the stone tablets walked to the classrooms so there's no oil and gas used. How else are classrooms affected?
You know, Colin, that's a great question. So things like even this chair here, is derived from petroleum. So any plastics, like I mentioned, this laminate on top of this desk, even though it's wood, there's still petroleum products on top of it. Toilet seats, tape, even the shiny part of this textbook, making it look nice. These are all derived from petroleum.
Okay, you got a lab coat there. You're gonna tell me that the lab coat is fine, right?
Well, you know, the label says 100% cotton, but it also tells us that it is waterproof and flame retardant. So that coating is derived from petroleum as well. So even then, we're not completely removed from it.
Okay, so we're not completely safe with the lab coat. So Karen, what about other clothes that are affected? You said that even lab coats are impacted. What else?
So an easy one is your shoes. Any durable waterproof sole of your shoe, that's going to be derived from petroleum products. One that's a little harder to spot is even in your 100% cotton blue jeans. The blue comes from an indigo dye, which is synthetic, and it's derived from petroleum products.
Okay, so if we get kids to wear pink jeans or sweats, is that what it's going to take to stop using oil products?
It seems that way.
Okay, let's shift gears here a little bit and talk about accessories that people wear. Are those affected too?
Absolutely. So things from your plastic watches to your plastic Wayfarer sunglasses, that mirror finish, the actual frame themselves, the lenses themselves. If they're plastic, they are petroleum products.
Okay, so that sounds a lot of different clothing and accessories are affected. Now we know that kids get to school often by cars that are powered by gasoline and buses that are driven by diesel. So those would have to be ruled out as well, too,
Absolutely. Right? And even if those students decided to ride their bikes to school, you have to consider the handlebar covers, the brake cable covers, your seat, and even the tires. Those are all partially or entirely derived from petroleum.
Okay, so I guess that means for some kids, they're gonna have to stop wearing their running shoes. Their parents can't drop them off anymore in cars that are powered by gasoline, and they can't even ride their bicycles. Is that what it comes down to?
Just about.
Okay, now what about fun stuff around the school?
Well, Colin, even things like a basketball, soccer balls, hockey pucks, the wraps on tennis rackets, all of these are derived from petroleum. So, and let's not forget, speaking of sports, after a long day of screaming kids, teachers and probably parents alike often need some aspirin, which has benzene in it, which is also a petroleum product.
Okay, so hopefully you don't need too many of those aspirins this coming school year. I think it seems pretty clear that there's a heck of a lot of different things around the classroom, and it's not so simple to just simply keep oil in the ground. Karen, thanks for your time today.
It's been a pleasure.
And if you want to learn more about this, you can do so at our website, which is secondstreet.org.